Uh,
Hello.
I'm sorry?
Hello.
Hello.
And?
That's what I'm asking you.
No. Hello and welcome to...
Whatever.
Don't get too excited.
That advice only extends to the gents. And now for the whatever thing weather forecast. The Xanadu portion of Saturn's largest moon appears to be looking at a drizzle of liquid methane for the next infinite years.
In Xanadu did Kublai Khan a stately pleasure dome decree. Now it's raining methane. Oh, great. Everyone back inside.
If you thought people who posted comments on YouTube were assholes, wait until you meet them in real life. A Wiltshire couple in England came home to find that their house was being trashed by a whole bunch of people who had seen a party invite on YouTube.
So all these people just see that someone's posting in their YouTube channel that this guy's having a birthday party and decide to show up and wreck his house? Wonder when Chris Crocker's birthday is.
The father asked one of the revelers to leave, and the reveler decided to break his nose.
It's interesting that both this and the MySpace house party happened in England. I think England needs better not being a retard on the internet education.
All told, the father ended up with a broken nose and 2 black eyes. He really should have just grabbed a baseball bat and taught some whippersnappers how they did it in the school of yore.
You're what?
Your mom, Graham. Speaking of moms, a 76-year-old woman was left dead for 9 days in her Vienna flat when a doctor who came to register her death forgot to notify a removal team.
Apparently the doctor thought the paramedics had taken it, and the paramedics thought the doctor had taken it. Wait a minute, if you don't have the body, and I don't have the body, then who's flying the plane? There's something I was supposed to do. It must not have been important.
Much like the Sex Party of Canada. They're suing Canada Post, claiming discrimination on the grounds that Canada Post would not distribute their flyers. When I first heard that Canada had a sex party, I was pretty stoked. I read their mission statement and could not, possibly have not ever, been more disappointed in my entire life.
They started with a platform of more sex-positive education, which is great, and then they immediately go off the deep end.
If you took everything you hated about hippies, everything you hated about emo kids, and everything you hated about old people and put them into one group of sex fiends, that's what you would get.
Free love, man. I'm old. I wonder if I can combine those. I'm killing myself if I can't get free love. 'Cause I'm a hippie and emo and I'm old.
Yeah, that being said, I still plan on voting for them, because right now I can't legally bang people in the ass who are under 18, and they want to change that.
Yeah, but while they also agree that child porn is wrong, they think that child erotic fiction is just peachy.
To help illustrate the scenario, I will present it as a one-man play. Hey, we're the Sex Party. Can we distribute these pamphlets? No, they contain sexual imagery and are unaddressed so they could be viewed by anybody. But we wanna! QQ more, please. Speaking of crying babies who are in desperate need of a boot to the coot, a New York couple is suing their florist for allegedly providing flowers of the wrong color. The total bill that they're suing for? $400,000.
The centerpieces they requested were supposed to be in deep and dark colors of fuchsia, rust, and green, whereas they claimed they received predominantly pastel pink. So either way, it wasn't a white wedding. It's a wedding, not a book of paint samples.
Guests had trouble discerning the difference between the pink centerpieces and the couple, as they both appeared to be giant vaginas.
The couple are suing the florist for fraud, or Fraud in German, breach of contract, and negligent misrepresentation. He also charged them $30,000. So, he's guilty of something.
They should be suing themselves for butt rape!
But they don't have to, because he's countersuing to recompense for damages against the reputation of his company. America, where everyone sues everyone always for everything.
A Mexican writer who has been accused of strangling, frying, and eating his ex-girlfriend has flatly denied eating her.
Oh sure, I may have killed her and chopped her up into little bits and put those little bits in the fridge and then later cooked the little bits to feed to my dogs, but I'm not a freak.
My collection of Hannibal Lecter movies? No, just an Anthony Hopkins fan. Oh, the freezer filled with chopped up human flesh that, partially cooked. No, that's for the dogs. Oh, I'm sorry, you found my unfinished book, The Cannibal Instinct. Yeah, no, just fluke, I guess, you know.
A former girlfriend told police that he was into witchcraft and practiced rituals such as nailing a cow's tongue to a board. Presumably so it's less gross to hold when you go up to the cow and go, hey, I got your tongue.
You may have that cow's tongue, but I've got your quadriplegic. A Pasadena quadriplegic man has been awarded $80,000 after police hung him upside down to search him because they couldn't figure out a better way.
According to the Pasadena courts, checking him for change resulted in them being slapped with assault, battery, excessive force, false arrest, false imprisonment, intentional infliction of emotional distress, invasion of privacy, and negligence.
And all they got was a lousy $1.10. This one comes to us from Evan. Cakes may taste like yam, but only if you can't cook. I prefer waffles.